Okay, all right. Mr. Munirah, if you are ready, I can just hand over the slides to you.
Okay, Vipa.
Okay, thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And good morning, everyone. Alhamdulillah, we meet again in EDUCALL training. Today's topic is EdPuzzle. Let me share my screen first. Can you see my screen?
Yes, clearly.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Alhamdulillah, today's topic is EdPuzzle. Thank you, Sister Afifah, for giving me once again the opportunity to share with all of you one of the tools that we can use for ERTL. EdPuzzle is a very great tool, and I think some of us already knew about these tools. It is a tool that we can use to flip our classroom, to give a lesson before we go into class. So before I go further, let us get a brief introduction about what is EdPuzzle is. EdPuzzle, when you search the word EdPuzzle in Google, you will get this sentence. EdPuzzle, make any video your lesson. This is actually the motto of EdPuzzle. When you read the sentence, you will definitely know that EdPuzzle is something related to the video, where you can change your ordinary video to be your lesson. What is a lesson? When we go to the class, usually we deliver our lesson, and while we're talking, we will ask our student, and we will give a quiz at the end, and so on. So that's what we can do with EdPuzzle. We give them a video, they watch the video, and while they're watching, they will be interrupted with the simple question, so that from that question, we will know their progress, their understanding, and so on. So with EdPuzzle, we can easily create beautiful interactive video lesson, and we can take video viewing from passive to active, because they not only have to watch the video, but they need to think, they need to answer a quiz. And the last one, we can track their progress with hassle-free analytics, with a simple way to assess their progress. Okay, so this is the brief introduction about what EdPuzzle is for those who did not know about this tool. What we are going to do today, the first one is, I'm going to show you how to get started. How to get started is very easy. Either you sign up using Google account, or you can sign up using your other email. And those who already have the account, they can just click the login lah. And you also can click here, get started. We will go into this after this, later on, inshallah. The next one, I'm going to show you how to add classes into EdPuzzle. Actually, you can also send a link of the EdPuzzle video to your student without adding them into your class in EdPuzzle. But by doing that, by just giving them the link, you cannot trace their progress. They can answer, they can watch the video and answer the question, but you will not know their progress, whether they have watched or what are their mark is. So by adding them into your class, then you will know their progress. This we will learn later on also. Next, I'm going to show you also how to add content into EdPuzzle, how to create EdPuzzle content. It's very simple. You just need to do 2 steps only. The first one is you upload or you choose any YouTube video, any video, or you upload from your own computer. And the next one is you add interactive lesson in it. You add quizzes, or you also can add the notes. Let me go to the next page. Okay, this is what you can do it EdPuzzle after you uploading the video. The first one is you can crop the video. You can make it shorten. For example, the video is 12 minutes. You want to cut it into 4 minutes. You can do it in EdPuzzle. The next one is you can insert a voice. Before the student watch the video, you want to insert your voice as an introduction. You can do it. Next, you can also insert a notes. Maybe the video is not clear enough. You want to add a simple notes to your student. You can do it. And the last one, my favorite, is you can insert a quiz. Even though there are only 2 types of quiz in EdPuzzle, which are multiple choice and short answer, but I think it's enough lah because they need to watch the video and they need to answer and so on. So this, even though there are only 2 types of question, it is already enough. Okay, and the last one, maybe I will take you into a gradebook just to take a simple, a brief, just to look into what gradebook is. Right, so that's basically what we are going to do today in 1 hour. Inshallah, I will try to finish it. We go straight to the EdPuzzle. This is the link. Or if you cannot remember the link, you just Google EdPuzzle and you will get this link. So I just going to click it. Okay. When you click the https edpuzzle.com, you will get into this first page. You will ask, you want to get started, you can click here, or if you already have the account you can just log in, or you can click sign up. For example, I click sign up. You have 2 choices, whether you want to click I'm a teacher or I'm a student. The difference is if you want to answer somebody else EdPuzzle, you need to click I'm a student. If you want to create your own EdPuzzle, click I'm a teacher. And you also can have both accounts. It's up to you. Since I'm already have a account, the account I will just log in. But before I log in, let me click the I'm teacher. Okay, so here you can click sign in with Google or sign up with EdPuzzle. This one is using another account lah, other than Google account. The easiest way is, of course, sign in with Google account so that you will not forget your password and so on. Okay, I will just click login because I already have the account. Okay, so when I log in, I also will be asked whether I'm a teacher or I'm a student. I'm going to click as a teacher. Okay, and then I will choose sign in with Google. If you have any question, please stop me. Okay, when you log in, this is the home page of EdPuzzle. Let's take a look at the interface of EdPuzzle first. If you look at the left side of the EdPuzzle homepage, this is a homepage, sorry. Okay, so you can see here, this is a homepage. You can click, and when you click homepage, you can see varieties of EdPuzzle videos that has been created by others. You can take it. You can make it as your own. Sorry. All right. Curriculum, I'm not sure what this curriculum is, but you can take a look after this. IIUM, because I am an IIUM user, so they put here the IIUM. And the most important one is my content. When you click my content, you will get to the page where all of your previous EdPuzzle video are saved. So here you can see I have how many? 12. I already have 12 video created using EdPuzzle. And for your information, the free version of EdPuzzle is only 20 videos only. 20 only. You cannot exceed more than that. If you want to get more, if you want to create more than 20 videos, you can click here, refer to earn space. You can see here, I already used 19 of 20. I can only create one more. If I
Muni,
yeah.
you can show us your promo code so that we can let you have more space.
Okay, so do you have a promo code? So,
It's in the setting, I think. Invite teacher.
Kalau bagi promo code tu, Kak Muni akan dapat more spaces, kan? Hafifah kan?
Yes, because I think everyone is still new to EdPuzzle.
So I can take an advantage from all of you.
Yes, you can give us the code.
Okay. Nanti lain tu, okay. Nanti kalau nanti saya akan email lah pada participant.
Okay.
We go back to the EdPuzzle, to the homepage. Okay, this is my content lah. So I don't want to go into detail about the content yet. Under my content, we have a popular channel. This one is where you can take the video for your EdPuzzle video. We have from EdPuzzle itself. Yeah, you can take this, all of this, it is free. And if you see here is the video. Sorry, I'm daripada pagi tadi macam ni. Sorry. Lost connection. Alright, and also you can take from YouTube, Khan Academy, National Geographic, and so on. Usually I'm just using YouTube lah, or I create my own video and then I upload. Okay, and then we go on the top of the page. We have contents again, and we have gradebook, and we have my classes. So this is our next agenda. I'm going to show you how to create classes in EdPuzzle. So I click my classes. I already have a few classes. Here under my classes, there are the list of the classes that we have already created. And when you click one by one, you can see lah what are the assignment that we assign to our student. You can see the due assignment, no due date, and the student. This is actually the workshop with my previous workshop with BM Bahasa Melayu Division. Okay, and I also have my classes. This is my classes for this semester. I have assigned them one of EdPuzzle video. We can see after this, inshallah. So how to create class? Okay. Add a new class. How to create class? Very simple. You just click add new class. And then scroll down. You have two choices. whether you want to create a new class or you just want you import from Google Classroom. So if you have Google Classroom, then it's easier. You just import all of your students into EdPuzzle. If you don't have Google Classroom, don't worry. You just click create a new class and then put a name, description, and you have two choices whether you want to make it as classic or open. Classic means you will invite the student need to sign up for EdPuzzle. The same like what we do, we create account or we just use the Google email, Google account, and then we sign up. So if you choose classic, the student need to sign up. Or you can also choose open. If you click open, the student don't have to sign up. But I prefer to use classic. Why? Because by using classic, you will know the name of the student. If you choose open, student can do the exercise. You can see the progress, but you will not know who are they because the EdPuzzle will give them the nickname, not their real name. So I prefer classic. And also one thing you need to know that for student, if they are using smartphone, to answer the EdPuzzle, to watch the EdPuzzle as a student, they need to download the apps, EdPuzzle apps for the phone. Okay, if they are using computer, then it's okay. So this is how to create a class. And other option is by clicking the Google Classroom. So here, when you click Google Classroom, you can select the classes that you want to import. This is my Gmail, personal Gmail account, so I don't have many classes here. If you have a Google Classroom classes, all the classes will be listed here. So you just need to choose. I already choose my class in this personal account. My other classes in my IIUM account, I did not use that. So I cannot click here, but I can click try a class and then I will just import classes. When we do that, after we click and we import the class, it will appear here. It will appear here. This is my one of the Google Classroom class that I import here, LQ2008. Okay, so if you have Google Classroom, it will be easy lah to invite your student. If not, if you did not have the Google Classroom class, as I said before, don't worry, you just add new class. So I need to show you, sorry, lupa. So I will just click create maybe trial. Okay. The description is optional. Choose classic, or if you prefer open, then it's up to you. My advice is use classic and then click create class. Okay. And then you will have the class code here. Or you can just click invite student and then copy the link. You just copy this link and then you give to student. How to give it to student? By WhatsApp group and by email, and it's up to you lah. That's what I'm doing with my student LQ2008 section 17. I invite them by copy the link and give it through WhatsApp group. Okay, so when they click the link, they will auto join my group after they sign up. And if I have assigned them the assignment, they will see the assignment for them. So this is the assignment that I give to them. Okay, finish with create classes. Do I have any question? Ada soalan?
Kak Muni, I
Yeah.
just want to ask, if we copy somebody's EdPuzzle,
Yes.
are we going to copy their questions too?
Yes. Also.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
Not just the video lah, questions pun ada.
Question pun ada, but kita boleh edit.
Boleh edit Okay.
Kita boleh duplicate and edit.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so do I have any question about create classes? No, okay. We go to the next one. How to add content. Okay, I go back to the front page, home page. To create a content, you just click my content. Okay, and then you have Okay, and then you click add content. You have 4 choices. Create a video, upload a video, student project, new folder. For student project, I never use this, but as far as I know, you can ask your student to create a simple project using EdPuzzle. You ask them to create a video and put the question, but I never do it yet, so I cannot show you. Let me show you how to create a content as a teacher only. So you have 2 choices whether you want to upload. If you already have a video from your desktop, you already create your own video, you can upload your video. You can drag and drop or you can click choose a file. It's up to you lah. So if I want to upload my video, I just click this. But I don't want to do this. I want to choose the second option. Okay, I want to create a video by choosing the existing video available in YouTube or in EdPuzzle. Okay. For example, I want to choose the existing video in EdPuzzle, like what Sister Afifa asked. We can take this from EdPuzzle. Okay, so I click EdPuzzle and then we can filter the subject. We have many subjects here. Or we can just search. For example, if I want to choose a video about English grammar, past tense, for example, I can just type past tense. And then I will get many available video, EdPuzzle video, the video plus the question itself. Okay, how did I know that there are questions here? When you see, sorry, I'm not sure whether it is because of the connection or not. But since the morning is always like this, tiba-tiba je jadi blank screen. Okay, how to know whether the video has question or not? You can okay. I cannot click. Wait. Okay, you can see there is a tak bagi ambil kot ni. I cannot put the mouse. Okay, you can look at the video. Under the video, there is next to the timing. For example, the first video, past continuous tense, you can see the timing 1 minute and 12 seconds. And next to the timing, there is number 7 with the small apa tu I menitik ke apa benda tak. That will indicate how many question in that puzzle, in that video. So here I knew that there are 7 questions inside this video. So if I want
Kak Muni, you can try incognito mode.
Incognito mode? Incognito mode apa, Viva?
Yang private mode tu. Maybe dia tak baca kot dia punya cookies ni. Because you can view it, right?
Saya bila Kak Muni letak cursor je, dia jadi hilang.
Hilang terus.
Blank screen terus.
Oh, okay. This is Mozilla ke?
Tak apa. I'm not sure why. Tadi Kak Muni guna Chrome pun sama.
Sama juga. Alright.
Rasa internet kot. Okay, for example this one, I can see here for the Mr. Bean video here, if I click, ini boleh pula. Okay, so you can see here, yang tanda macam I menitik ni, this is the question. So if I want to go through the question, I can go straight. Okay, so this is the question, what is past tense in the sentence and blah 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 lah. So you can just go through. I want to skip. Okay, I don't want to answer, but here you can see whether you want to take the video or not. If you want to take it, you can click copy or edit, or you can straight away assign to your class. It's up to you. Okay, so this is to answer Afifah question tadi lah. Kita boleh ambil orang lain punya. Kita boleh edit, copy. Tak nak edit, tak nak copy pun kita boleh assign straight away to our student. So,
I have one more question.
Afifah?
Can we hide our video?
Oh, yang tu Kak Muni tak pernah jumpa lagi function tu. Once kita dah, dia akan keluar.
Semua orang boleh tengok? Okay.
Function untuk jadikan dia private. Setakat ni tengok lah.
iPhone. Because I tried to find it tapi tak ada. So memang tak ada lah tu.
Boleh tengok. Betul.
Alright.
Okay. So I go back to my content. So that's the first way how to add a content. You just take the available EdPuzzle and then you edit it. You can delete the question that you don't want, but make a copy first lah. Okay. Or you can make it from a scratch. So you search a YouTube video, or you can also search from the Khan Academy, National Geographic, TED Talks and so on. But usually I use YouTube lah. Okay, you need to search the video that you want. For example, I want the video, the present. This is a short video. A very good video actually. Okay. The video that win multiple awards. Okay, this is a short video only just for practice. So I choose this video just to practice with you, show you how to create the question. So if you see here, there is no tanda yang menunjukkan there are question here. Just a simple video. How to make it as EdPuzzle video? You just click edit. Okay, and here, as I told you before, the first option is you can trim the video. You can cut it. If you want to make it shorter, you can. Okay, I don't want the intro, so I will cut. From here. So I will go straight to the video without the introduction. And at the end also, I can cut it. Okay, alright. Okay. Now my video, instead of 4 minutes, is reduced into 3 minutes. So this is the first function, the first option you can do in EdPuzzle. You can cut it. But unfortunately, you can only cut from the beginning and the end only, not in the middle. Okay. So if you don't know what is the cut function is, you can see here, why cut a video, save time by cutting any section from the video that are relevant for your student. Okay. After finish cutting, this is optional. If you don't want it, you don't have to cut it. Next, you can insert a voiceover. Okay. Sorry. Your microphone is being shared. Click the phone to sharing. Okay. Since I'm using Google Meet, I cannot recording because it clash with the Google Meet recording. Google Meet speaker microphone. But if you didn't use the Google Meet, you can click start recording, and then you will get the icon microphone here, and then you can start recording. You can start insert your voice. Okay, so I'm sorry I cannot do it right now. You can try later on. It's very easy. And if you don't know what voiceover is, don't worry, there is a note here. Why add a voiceover? To replace the video's existing audio with an explanation in your own words or language. Okay, we go to the question. Right. So here we have three choices. The first one is multiple choice question. This will be graded automatically. Okay, you can see here, this will be graded automatically. If you choose open-ended, this one you will need to correct. You will need to put the mark manually. So here you need the student to sign in into your classes to mark them. If not, you cannot mark. If you don't want them to be in your classes, you need to choose only multiple choice question. So the student can answer and they will get the mark automatically. Right? The last one is the notes. This is not a question. It's just a notes. You can write a written comment, audio note, or both to make things as clear as possible for your student. Okay? If any one of you have question, please ask. All right.
Assalamualaikum Ustazah.
Salam Ustaz.
Sekali lagi tadi kena nak edit je video tu, saya tak dapat tangkap je.
Okey Ustaz, untuk cut, Okey, untuk cut, Ustaz klik je cut kat sini. Just klik cut. Kita ada 3 pilihan ke Ustaz?
Tengok dia
Tak
kat mana
nampak?
nak nampak. Tengok sekali lagi. Okey dah. Dah kita pada mula.
Kat atas ni Ustaz.
Kita
Dia
pergi mana? Kita
cerita
pergi
pada
kat EdPuzzle ke YouTube kan nanti dia?
Oh, tu dia pada mula sangat tu. Okey. Bila tak apa Ustaz.
Sorry.
Bila Ustaz it's okay Ustaz.
Okay.
Bila Ustaz dah log in into EdPuzzle, Ustaz akan pergi ke homepage. Ni homepage Ustaz Okey, alah.
Lambat
Tak, saya punya internet ke apa benda tak.
dia pasal internet.
Okay. And then Ustaz klik my content.
My content kejap. Okay, my content. Okay.
Okay. And then Ustaz
add content
klik
kan?
add content.
Alright. Okay.
Klik add content. Lepas tu Ustaz choose lah sama ada Ustaz nak
create ataupun
Ustaz nak upload ataupun create a kalau upload ni daripada komputer kita. Kalau create a video ni kita ambil daripada YouTube ataupun apa-apa channel yang lain lah.
Mana kalau lepas kita tekan tekan upload tu, kita pilih dekat dalam YouTube lah. Ataupun EdPuzzle gitu kan?
No. Bukan. Kalau upload ni daripada komputer kita.
Bukan daripada EdPuzzle. Kan EdPuzzle sendiri pun kadang-kadang dia bagi tajuk tu keluar video kan, kan? Contohnya saya ambil bahasa Arab.
Yang tu yang tu create a video.
Oh, to create a video
create a video.
Itu yang nak faham dia tu.
Upload ni maksudnya kita ambil daripada komputer bawa ke puzzle. Kalau nak ambil yang dah ada kat sini, create a video.
Create video, okay. Kita pergi kat EdPuzzle, jumpalah video-video kita nak Kita type apa, kita search lah tajuk kita nak betul.
Betul Ustaz. So saya create a video. Okay, lepas tu Ustaz tengok sini, Ustaz ada beberapa pilihan sama ada EdPuzzle ataupun YouTube dan lain-lain. Okay. Kalau
Okey.
EdPuzzle, Ustaz klik, Ustaz nampak lah dah ada
Okey.
EdPuzzle, dah ada
Okey.
video dengan soalannya sekali.
Betul. Ada bila soalan.
Ustaz tinggal nak delete apa yang Ustaz tak nak lah.
Yang saya sebut tadi tu. Itu yang saya nak mula pada tadi tu.
Ha.
Yang tu, kalau kita nak edit tu macam tadi, tekan mana?
Contohnya Ustaz ambil video apa-apa video lah. Contohnya ni.
Apa-apa video. Okey.
Okay. English lesson, money matters, reading and writing. Okay, Ustaz nak edit semua tu, Ustaz ni lah ambil copy.
Oh, kena copy pula
Ya. Ustaz kena copy lah sebab ni orang lain punya kan. So Ustaz klik sama ada edit ataupun copy.
Okey, nampak dah ada.
Bila Ustaz dah copy tu Ustaz boleh edit lah.
Okey, lepas tekan copy kita edit lah. Okey. Okey, syukran.
Kita edit lah.
Satu lagi sah. Dia tertinggal tadi kita nak pelajar kita nak buka balik yang EdPuzzle ni, dia kena pakai tadi. Dia kena pakai email ke atau pakai Google Classroom je? Pelajar nak tengok EdPuzzle ni.
Ustaz login tu, kalau Ustaz dah ada account.
Dah ada?
Ustaz login. Okay, Ustaz login. I'm a teacher.
Okay, dah tadi buat semua dah?
Sign in with Google.
Okay, dah settle. Lepas tu Google Classroom, import kan?
Itu kalau Ustaz nak create class kan?
Dah create class, dah import pelajar daripada Google Classroom masuk ke dalam EdPuzzle kan?
Betul.
Okay, lepas tu macam pelajar nak tengok pula yang kita punya EdPuzzle ni video.
Yang tu nanti next Ustaz, kita buat dulu konten.
Alright, okay, thank you. Ni akan dah lepas dah.
Yelah, Ustaz cepat. Ustaz cepat sebab Ustaz nak ambil orang punya yang dah siap kan.
Okay.
Nak guna shortcut.
Mutatawir.
Mutatawir Okay.
Saya guna long cut Ustaz. Saya create content.
Okay.
Nak tunjuk sikit je. Saya bukan nak tunjuk semua pun. Just a simple content only. Okay, I go back to this one. Tadi saya guna YouTube and then saya ambil lah video yang saya nak. Okay, yang ni yang video yang saya dah ambil tadi. Saya klik edit. And then saya dah cut. Pada size, pada kawasan yang saya nak. I already cut the video. And then for the voiceover, boleh lah pula. Tadi tak boleh. Okay. So if you want to start recording, you can click start recording. And then tu dia, sorry. Okay. So you can start recording right now and then you can stop recording. Okay. And then for the question, okay, you can see here, what we already done is here. I put the voice over, this is the voice recording for 2 seconds only. And then I'm going to add a question. The first question, soal al-awwal, I'm going to use multiple choice question. Memang tak bagi ni. Sorry, this way. Fifa pernahkah berlaku macam ni?
Setakat ni saya disconnect terus.
Ha?
Rasa kena tukar browser lain.
Tukar browser lain. Okay, cuba Chrome pula
Tengok kan okey je sebenarnya tu.
Itulah, yang pelik tu. Biasa tak macam ni. Okay, Alhamdulillah. So I will syukran Fifa. So if you have the same problem, maybe you can just change the browser. So now I'm using Chrome. Before this, I'm using Microsoft Edge. Right, so this is the first question. Before you click the question, it is advisable if you take a look at the whole video first, so that you will know where you want to add the video. So okay, I will just skip.
Muni, we can even hear the sound here.
Apa dia?
We can hear the sound here.
Cannot hear.
We can hear.
Can hear.
Yes.
Okay. Loud and clear.
Yes.
All right. Thank you. So I will just skip to this to 90 seconds because I want to add my question here. So that's how you are going to use, how are you going to do when you want to insert a question. You watch the whole video first and then you take note where you want to put the video, where you want to put the question. So I want to put my question here. I will just drag the button here and then I will insert the first question, multiple choice question. So maybe for the first question, I want to ask my student, what the boy doing right now, for example. Salah grammar tu abaikan ya. Okay, and then I will put the choices. Maybe he is reading a book, for example. Next, playing a game. And if you want to add more choices, just click one more. Maybe he is reading a book, playing a game, talking with a friend, for example. Okay, and then after you put the choices, you need to choose which one is the right answer. So reading a book, of course not. So I click wrong. Then playing a game is the answer. So I click yes. And for your information also, we can choose more than one answer. Because maybe for some question, you want to list down two correct answer, for example. So we can click yes here and also yes here. It is allowed for EdPuzzle, but you need to, I think it's better if you put into details lah in the question that there are more than one correct answer. Okay, but here I only have one correct answer only, which is playing a game. So that's my first question. And then I will save. Easy to put a question, and then I will click the continue. If you want to edit, you can click the button edit. If you don't want this question, you want to delete it, you can also click the this icon, this delete icon. Okay, and then I will click continue. I will watch the video again.
Why don't you stop playing and open the present I got for you? Hello?
Okay, if you can hear the video clearly, the boy is playing a game and the mother came and brought him a present in the box. So I will continue again. And then, okay, so he opened the present. And there is a dog. Okay, so I'm stopped here. I want to add one more question, multiple choice again. Maybe we want to ask, no, I don't want multiple choice. Maybe I want to add open-ended question. But remember, this type of question, you need to manual marking. You need to add the grade. It's not automatically. So maybe for this one, I will ask, how does the boy feel about his present, for example? Again, and then I will click save. This is a short answer question, open-ended. It's very good if you want your student to be more critical, to give their opinion. But again, this is not automatically graded. You need to manually marking, and then I will continue. Okay, so you can see here the boy is very excited at first, and then suddenly he feel mad with the dog. And you can see here that the dog is handicapped. Dia tak ada tangan. So maybe that's the reason why the boy suddenly did not like the dog. So we go fast forward. Okay, we can see that the dog is very cheerful, very playful. Even though dia tak ada tangan, dia sangat ceria, playful. We go again.
I'll be outside.
Okay. And here you can see why the video win the award. The boy is actually also handicapped. Dia pun sama dengan dog tu. So that's the reason why he feel annoyed with the present.
Mom, I'll be outside.
Okay, so here maybe you can put some note to your student about the moral of the story and so on, and you can also add open-ended question here. So maybe you want to ask your student towards the end, what do you think the boy feel? Why the boy suddenly want to play with the dog, maybe. Or maybe you can ask your student, what did the boy learn at the end of the story, for example? Maybe the student will answer at the end, the boy walaupun dia cacat, when he look at the dog is very playful and cheerful, even though he also cacat, handicapped and so on lah. So from this video, the student can learn many things, the language, the apa tu orang panggil, ingat lah, lost word. the language and also the moral story and so on lah. So do I have any question here?
Are you going to cover about what happened after the students have viewed the video?
Okay, I will show you what. I don't have time to ask you to do the answer to practically answer this video, but I will show you what you will see when the students submit their answer. Okay, so I go back. Okay, when you create the video, after you finish creating the video, you will need to assign to your student. How to assign? I go to my content. For example, this is my video that I created for my student. So after you finish creating the video, you will look here at the right side. There is a button assign here. You click assign, and then you choose which classes that you want to assign to the student. For example, you want to assign to this group. For example, you click and then you assign. Or if you don't want to do that, okay, you can also let me go back. Okay, you can also click assign and then choose this one, public link. And then you copy the link. But by copy this link and give to the student, you will not know who is answering. And you even don't know their mark because what they answer and their mark will not come to you. So if you want to know their progress, their answer and their grade, you need to choose this one, assign to class. It's like what I do just now. So after you assign to the class, okay, for example, I go to my class. LQ, okay, this is my group. So I already assigned the assignment to the class. So when I click this group, I will see here, this is the assignment that I assigned just now. Okay, so far, can you understand how to assign? You click the content, click assign, and then the student will get the assignment. When they sign up, they will see there is an assignment. And then after they finish answer, we can see their progress. For example, I will click here, Ramadan. Okay, and then I can see the list of my student and what are their progress here. I can see that Hanim Fatimah is not answered yet. She even did not watch the video yet. So I need to contact her after this to know why. Because I only give them until 12, suppose. And this is my name. The rest, Alhamdulillah, 100% they already watch. So this is their progress that we can see by assigning them to the classes. And we also can see here last watch an hour ago and the time that turned in. And yeah.
I have a question. What if the students wanted to redo the video?
What if the student
wanted to redo, they want to watch the video again and correct their
Oh,
answers?
okay. No, they cannot. They cannot redo the question as if
Is
you
there
want.
no way for them to can the teacher reset their progress?
Kalau reset ni kami tak pernah cuba. Fifa pernah cuba?
Rasa students pernah tanya tapi saya tak klik kat situ, saya klik kat 3 dots tu.
Kak Muni tak berani nak tekan, takut dia pergi reset habis nanti.
Okay. Kat 3 dots tu Kak Muni.
Apa dia?
3 titik tu.
3 titik kat atas. Ni, yang ni untuk grade kan? Okay,
Kat 3 titik. No, not that one. Kat English tadi ada
kat mana?
3 dots.
Where?
Dekat tengah-tengah tu ada 3 titik.
Tengah-tengah, this one?
Okay itu. I rasa situ kot I reset.
Okay, kejap. For example, Kak Muni klik this one. Okay.
So itu
Kita boleh reset by individual. Kan?
Ya,
Kak Muni tak berani nak tekan yang ni, takut dia pergi reset semua habis nanti.
So
Okay.
yang plus sidebar yang besar tu untuk semua.
Yang this one for individual. Okay. Thank you, Afifa. Kak Muni learn something new today. So if you want to reset individual, you can click the 3 dot button here and then click reset progress, or you can unassign. If you click here, I'm afraid that it will reset all the students. I don't want to do that. Okay, and when we go to the top, you can see that I have 9 answers to grade. Why? Because one of my question need to do a manual marking. So for example, when I click Awang, Ridwan, okay, and I scroll down, you can see here on the top, the grade is still blank. This is the final grade. The video watch is 100%, the correct response, the time spent, and so on. And when I scroll down, okay, the one with the mark, this one is the auto marking. So I don't have to look into it except if I want to give a comment. So I go down. Okay. Alright. This one, when you see the red button here, this indicate that the answer is wrong. Okay, I go down until I see the question without the mark. So here that we need to do the manual marking. My question is in Arabic, but the question is easy because this one is level 2 student. وأنت ماذا تفعل بعد الإفطار? My question is, the topic is about Ramadan. So my question is, after you take iftar, what did you do? What usually you do? So Awan Ridwan just answer, usalli, I pray. I need more actually because according to the video, the answer should be usalli, salat al-maghrib wal-isha wa salat at-tarawih. So I want more actually from him. So I will just give 50 mark, for example, out of 100. And then I will put a comment. This is a level 2 student. They're not quite good with Arabic, so I need to speaking. I need to use the English for them. Please give me a more detailed answer, for example. And then I put the comment. Okay, so finish with that. Okay, this is auto save. So you don't have button to save, it is auto. You can see here, after I give the mark, the final mark is 79 out of 100. This is the final grade for Awang Ridwan. And when I told him that I already finished marking, he can check his final grade and he also can see the comment that I give to him. Okay, so that's how you do the manual marking. And if I want to go to the next student, I can just click here for Amir Ashraf. And I will do the same thing lah. I will give the mark. Okay, and if you can see here, Amir give me a longer answer. Usolli salatul maghrib, salatul tarawih, salatul isya. Okay, this is a good answer. This is what I want. So maybe I will give him 100 mark. Because there is no khata. So, and then maybe I will put a comment. Mumtaz. Yeah, Amir, for example. I send him the comment. Okay. Right, so Amir got 86 out of 100. Okay, so any question for the manual marking?
I don't think that is a question.
No question.
Kak Muni, did you
Yeah.
highlight just now when we assign videos to the students, we can
Yeah.
force them to watch everything?
Yes, I forgot about that. We have to,
It means that they cannot skip the video.
they cannot skip Sahih. When we assign the, let me go back to the, my classes, okay. Right. When I assign them this assignment, here you can force them to watch the video from awal until akhir. From the beginning until the end. They cannot skip. So if you want them to skip, you want to allow them to skip, you can drag the button here like this. So they can skip. But I don't want to do that. I want them to watch from the beginning until the end. So I prevent skipping. And you also can put the due date. I did not put the due date here, but you can do that before you assign the EdPuzzle, the assignment. And you can also download the grade after they finish. After finish, you can download the grade, delete the assignment, and so on lah. And if you assign this EdPuzzle to your Google Classroom, there is one more button here. You can export the result to your Google Classroom. That's another benefit for those who are using Google Classroom. But my student here is not from Google Classroom, so I don't have that button here. If you assign to Google Classroom, there is one more button, export the result, the grades to the Google Classroom.
Okay. Kak Muni, as
Yeah.
a student, can they unenroll or leave the class?
As a student.
Because when I open EdPuzzle as a student, I think I cannot find the button at all.
I think also lah, Fifa.
We have to
Dia tak
Google
pernah
that
try
later.
lagi.
Maybe the teacher boleh delete kot students tu lepas habis kelas.
Maybe. We can delete the whole class.
Delete assignment ke? Alright.
Delete assignment, yes. Delete the whole class also, yes. Delete a student. Yes.
Okay,
Can
teachers
remove
ada.
the student from
Dekat
the
3 dots
class.
tu lah. Dekat 3
You
dots.
go to the student and then the 3 dots again. You can remove them from your class. But I'm not sure from the student account whether they can unenroll themselves or not. Not sure.
From the app, they cannot remove themselves.
Okay, any more question? Do I have any question? No.
No, I don't think so.
That's all what I want. Apa dia, Fifa?
It's already 1 o'clock.
Itulah. Sorry, there is some technical error with the internet and also with the browser, so I don't have time to.
Assalamualaikum.
Ya, Ustaz.
Sekali satu soalan je tadi. Macam mana student nak masuk ke dalam EdPuzzle tadi? Google Classroom
Kalau okay, Ustaz ada dua pilihan sama ada Ustaz waktu Ustaz create classes tu Ustaz pergi pada my classes, Ustaz add new class, Ustaz ada dua pilihan sama ada Ustaz create a new class ataupun Ustaz invite Google Classroom. Kalau Ustaz ada Google Classroom, better Ustaz use Google Classroom lah. Klik Google Classroom and then Ustaz choose Google Classroom yang mana Ustaz nak masukkan dalam EdPuzzle. Just click and then click import classes. Macam tu lah. Okay, and then when you do that, you can see here, I already have trial classes from Google Classroom. I'm not sure whether there are students or not. I think there are no students because this is a trial only.
How to share this EdPuzzle link on Google Classroom, Kak Muni?
How to share this
Ada
Google,
class code kan?
kalau tak menggunakan Google Classroom ke? Kalau tak guna Google Classroom, contohnya, okay, this is a group that Kak Muni tak guna Google Classroom. After we create this class, we invite student by clicking here, click invite student, and then copy the link.
Boleh paste masuk dalam Google Classroom juga kan?
Pun boleh jugalah.
Boleh lah.
Daripada buat macam tu, baik import
Baik import.
tu.
So,
Ustaz Azhar, did I answer your question?
Dan maknanya kalau kita ada tekan post on Google Classroom boleh kan tekan tu kan?
Boleh, Ustaz.
Boleh lah, Ustaz. Pada student pergi Google Classroom sajalah.
Ya.
Okay. So my question is answered. Thank you very much.
Ustaz Zaru nak tanya apa?
Okay, last one.
Skip.
What is the function of a locked classroom?
Lock classroom ni kita tak nak bagi sebab tadi kita invite kan. When we give the student the link and then student kita semua dah masuk, kita lock lah classroom. Kita tak nak bagi orang lain masuk dah.
Okay.
So, takutlah kod-kod lah link tu tersebar rata-rata sampai ke Gombak
Viral.
contohnya. Terlebih viral.
Okay, thank you.
We lock lah classroom, tak nak bagi orang masuk dah.
Al-wajibat sirriyah yani.
InsyaAllah, mutatawir, awi.
Okay.
Syukran.
Kalau when we assign the assignment, EdPuzzle assignment to student in Google Classroom, bila kita post dia akan appear, Ustaz. Ini contoh lah yang saya dah assign kat student in Google Classroom. They will get this post here. Posted a new assignment via EdPuzzle. Contohnya lah, kalau kita dah post, dia akan keluar notification dekat stream. Any more question? Ada soalan lagi?
Okay, Kak Muni, I just have
Yeah,
to share. Okay, a few weeks ago, I have already posted a link to EdPuzzle created by Brother Shaukat on screen recording. So everyone in e-training resource center can try answering his questions and everything as part of screen recording punya training. So that's for that is asynchronous punya training.
Yes, that's one way of using EdPuzzle. Itu cara yang sangat menarik yang FIFA guna. Melalui EdPuzzle juga kita boleh bagi the whole lesson. Because kalau siapa yang dah join Brother Shaukat punya EdPuzzle tu, Brother Shaukat bagi lesson of ada 4 video, tak silap kan FIFA kan?
Ya, 4 video. Step by step.
Kalau tak silap lah. So the student need to go one by one. After finish all the 4 video, InsyaAllah akan terror gila lah dengan screencast automatic. But that's a very creative way of using EdPuzzle. We give them the whole lesson through EdPuzzle's video. Okay, any more question?
Okay, everyone is quiet already.
Itulah, it's already reached 1 hour and more. Okay, then that's hopefully I managed to deliver what I want to deliver today, and hopefully you can understand what I teach you today. And please, you need to try it to get to know more about EdPuzzle. It's very good actually if you try. You can work together with your friends and do it together, bagi-bagi kerja, seorang buat satu tajuk and then compile together, share with each other. Dia boleh menjadi satu lesson yang sesuai untuk ERTL ni.
Yes.
Okay,
We have like macam video bank.
betul, video bank, betul. Macam kat Gombak ni kita orang ada buat sikit tapi tak banyak. InsyaAllah.
We can reuse it here.
Betul. Okay, thank you Fifa. So
Thank
I
you, Kak Moni. Okay.
Alright.
So that's the end of our session today. So let's recite Surah Al-As to end our session. All right. See you next week on Wednesday for another session. Assalamualaikum.